Coach, so you seem to have Nebraska-Kearney a little bit off their game, out of rhythm in the first, especially in set 2, I wrote down. How was your team accomplishing that, right? You got out to a good start and...
over the course of the season, your team develops a certain characteristic, a style of play, and I thought we were able to maintain that for about 2.5 games in terms of how we want to attack the ball and take care of it. About middle of the third game, I thought that Nebraska-Kearney did a really good job of just altering the game enough, okay? And then in the last game, look, when a team makes one error in a game, hitting, you're really going to have to, everything else is going to have to click. And so, you really have to give credit to Kearney in this situation. 14 kills in one error, and how many swings they take the last game, and 40 swings. Look, that's a terrific volleyball game for them. And they're a really good team.
They are.
They're a really good team.
They are. For the student athletes, so such a close match. You've been in, I think, a 5-set match with them earlier this season. And so in those close matches, what types of adjustments are necessary? I mean, what did you think that you did to be in the game, to get such a hot start? And then, what kind of adjustments do you think they made as they made their run at the end?
Good.
This whole week, I think our energy and our effort has been there the whole time. We've had kind of like a different energy about us, I think, at least.
I agree.
And so I think we kept that the whole time, but it's hard to play on day 3, especially against a great team like that.
Yes.
I think we've done a really good job of building our confidence, like she said, over the past week. And just the second our confidence got a little rattled, it was hard to recover afterwards, I think.
Yeah, so this is a long, I mean, it's a tough turnaround.
It is.
And you were in a 5-set, was you in a 5-set last night? Yes.
We were.
So I'm old.
No,
I can't
it's okay.
do that.
No.
So that takes some energy, right?
Yeah, it's not an excuse, okay? It's an indication of how hard you have to play to put yourself in position, particularly against a team. Look, what are they, 33-0?
Yes.
You guys, that doesn't happen, okay? You're looking at that is a very unique team that doesn't make much errors, that reacted to the pressure of losing the first game quite well. They didn't get excited, they didn't get distressed, they just kept persistent, and they were just a little bit better than us, and they kind of wore us down, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay? Those are things that we can learn. The length of the tournament, and I said this before, the length of the tournament is exactly what teams need that are going to be able to make the regional tournament in 2 weeks, okay? And you have a little chance to recover, but you're going to play 3 days in a row, and you're going to play the tough matches all 3 games. And so the format, the fact that everybody in the MIAA has chosen to do this, okay? This is exactly what the teams in the conference need to prepare. Okay, who knows who's going to be in? Okay, I hope that we gave ourselves a chance. Okay, but there's no guarantees for that. By winning, Kearney's in. Okay, so us, Washburn, anybody else in our conference, we're just hoping that when they close the doors on that committee meeting, that the quality of the matches that we built over the course of the season, gives us enough credentials to get in the tournament. Because I think we can play in the tournament. Okay, I'm very confident in our team and how they reacted to playing against Washburn yesterday, and how they responded in that 5th game. Look, we were down 4-0 in the 5th game yesterday. So how they responded in that short game is really terrific. Okay, so there's nothing wrong. You hate to lose, okay, but the format and what Mike and Riley, what everybody's done in the Amber in the conference. I can't express how much I appreciate their willingness to try this out. And the arena, the venue, everything is terrific. It's just a really nice experience for us. Okay.
Okay, well, you answered that question. That's
Oh.
the next one. What should your body of work say? We'll just move right on. For the student athletes, talk to me about Allie Offerdahl and what her decision-making and leadership is like when you guys are out there.
I think she's grown a lot over the course of this year as a leader. She really stepped up into the captain role along with us. Being an underclassman, a lot of people didn't necessarily go along with her because they feel that she is younger. But she's really, really stepped into it and blossomed. I think she's grown so
Nice
much.
choice of words.
She has.
Well, when you're in a role like that as a setter, you are a leader out there. You're touching every single ball. And so you do control a lot of the energy. And like Abby said, she has grown into that position and just really controlled the emotion on the court a lot. And this week it's been very beneficial.
And you have to appreciate what these two captains do as seniors in terms of previous matches over the course of the season when we've been down into that fourth set and looking to try to worry about it. Sometimes it's easy for the teams to just say, okay, we've had enough. I saw none of that. Abby did a great job, late in that fourth game of after a timeout, going and talking to everybody on the court. Look, that's what you're supposed to do in terms of helping your teammates try. All you need to do is get 1 point, and if you get one, then maybe you can get two. There's no 5-point magic gold ball out there. Sometimes I wish there was, but there's not. And so you have to do it 1 point at a time and one play at a time and one encouraging thing at a time for your teammates. And I really feel like that's one of the strengths of our teams is how well they are a team and how well they encourage each other. And it starts with the two seniors.
Sure.
The only question I have is, Coach, it was, I think 2015 was the last time you played in the championship game. You did win that one. What's it mean to you in the program to be back in the championship game after a few years off, and for the student athletes to get back here?
I gotta say, they can answer separate. Okay. Getting in the game, there's no consolation in that at all. Okay. Once you're here, you want to win, and so there's no close satisfaction. We almost did it. Okay. There is none of that at all. Okay. It really, really stings in terms of when you feel like you've given yourself an opportunity to represent your team, your university, okay, in a situation where, look, fans, did you see the people here? Look, it was terrific. I don't realize how many people from Nebraska-Kearney live in Kansas City, because there was a ton of them here too, okay? By having this location, okay, you had more fans for us, a ton of fans for them, which wouldn't have been. Look, I really feel bad that Nebraska-Kearney didn't get the host. Their body of work during the regular season in previous years would have earned them that right, okay? And if that's the way the tournament is set up, it's fine. They did such a fantastic job not hosting. I think they're going to give themselves a chance to host next week, okay? That's fantastic. To be undefeated at this time of year is fantastic. That's just a terrific volleyball team. They represent this conference very well.
Mike.
Coach, I wanted you to elaborate a little more on what this stage means for MIAA volleyball. We had about 30 student athletes this week participating from our 8 schools that are from the Kansas City area. We had
I got
lots
30
of...
from my team.
Yeah, right.
Well, it depends if you want to go to Topeka.
Yeah.
About an hour.
Colorado Springs is a little farther than the metropolitan area. However, we did have quite a few people from Colorado here in the stands today, so that was nice.
Kansas City has a great club program. We
They
had
do.
lots of young girls that were here helping and watching during the weekend.
And I think there could be more, Mike. I really do. I think that, look, this initial step into what you've done, look, there's lots of things that we can work on in terms of how we can improve this experience. But there can be more people here. There's tons of volleyball in Kansas City. And as soon as the high school season is done, okay, all those clubs, they're practicing. Okay? A ton of our potential players are in the stands watching us. It's almost... It's such a terrific venue. The access of parking, the ease of entry, everything that we have here in this facility, okay? And like I said, your guys' willingness to... You do other conference championships at a central site, but it's new for volleyball, okay? And that's a hard thing to do. And so that because you've done that now, okay, now the Northern Sun, okay, we can look at some of the things they did. Like if you look at the Northern Sun website, some of us have to check the scores in that other conference, okay? The first day, the day of practices, they had a community engagement. Look, we could do that. It's not that hard, okay? But we have to start somewhere. And so the fact that you've done this is fantastic, okay? And that we can tweak some of the things, but the fact that we can involve the community, how many people from Topeka were here?
Quite a few. And it was nice that like our friends were able to come. Like we had basketball friends here and like other friends and former players were able to make it. Like as great of a court that Kearney has and everything, like it's really hard to make that drive like for our other student athlete friends. And so for them to be able to just drive an hour from school on a Saturday and come support us. Is
Yes,
nice.
sir.
Tonight's event too, I don't know if you knew this or not, but the first live television sporting event from New Hy-Vee Arena was tonight's game
So
covered
one
by
of the
Big
things
Close
we can
Sports.
tweet next year is we can take that live feed and we can make that, put a little CRS challenge review on the board. It's a really easy step. Once you've got a video feed, one of those little lines can just go to the scores table and you can have a monitor there. It's not that hard.
See, I tossed the coach's softball.
Look,
He
it's,
likes his green card.
I've used it once or twice. Yes. Okay.
All right, thank you so much and good luck.
Thank you.
Who knows? We've given ourselves a chance.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you.